Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to try and show you the beauty in the last 6 lines of Franz Liszt's Liebestraum by keeping it really, really slow. So I'm going to micro count it to the 8th, and here the 8th is slow, and think of the length of each 8th note. It's almost like an airport runway, and it's the finger has to come down and pave that runway as you're coming down in. But what I'm doing is trying to liberate my elbow and free it as I release on the way up, so that it's in flight as the finger comes around, and I'm diving right to the bottom slowly, and the finger is coming with its own firmness toward me with each individual 8th note, and that way I'm going to control the length of the note and the quality of the sound of the note. So I've got to keep each 8th note that slow that I'm doing that. So it's a matter of getting that elbow high enough in releasing it that it has room to be in flight, and then I can do that with it. So we'll give it a try anyway. So. So it still needs a lot of work, but what I'm trying to show is that by listening to those individual 8th notes in both hands and feeling the emotion in each one of them, in each of those individual notes, I can make it expressive. This is something that Natalie Coriati showed me, that if you make the left hand emotional and steady and keep the lengths of the notes equal, that you're not scrunching anything, then you'll be able to expand on it and stretch and do things to make it more expressive, because you've got that foundation of individual 8ths, their full length, that runway, that pathway during its length, that you keep that consistent in the going and be note accurate. And that's what's hard with Liszt, especially when you do this kind of thing. So on. Needs a lot of work. But so when I do this, there's an exercise that's good to do for individual fingers to get your weight on your finger, is to hold C, D, E, F, G, the octave above middle C, and the one below, C, D, E, F, G. And you just hold your thumb, and then you put a lot of weight on your second finger in the right and your 4th finger in the left. Then you lift that finger. So you're putting a lot of weight on each one. And then you hold that, you do that 4 times, and then you hold that one, and you're going to work the E, you see? You go up and down that way. Then you hold the bottom one, and you work the other 4 fingers. And putting a lot of weight on each one of those fingers. Repeat it 4 times. fingers like wet ropes with water dripping out of the bottoms of your fingers. And then, so there's that heavy. And now you hold the D and you work C, E, F, G, F, E, C. C, E, C, D, F, G, F, D, C. So that's really hard. It's to hold the E. No. Do it hands separate. Together. Gotta hold the E. If you say the name, it helps. C, D, F, F, G, F, D, C. That wasn't very good because I was holding in my second finger. When I play the F, I gotta lift my second finger. The F, and I go 1, 2, 3, 5 in the right, and 5, 4, 3, 1 in the left. Now hold your F. Not easy. Weight on F and lift 3 and then hold 5. That's very easy. So your hands will warm up pretty quick doing that. It's an excellent exercise. And then practice the melody. Just micro count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twice in each bar and go 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. See, I got to get even higher and then drop even slower. And I can take the most tender because it's got to be sweet and amorous. So you've got to have the feeling in there, the emotion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe quieter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, by getting the elbow in flight, it makes it so much easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She says smothered, so you can come with a flatter finger and even lower down in with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want more on that top note, so I gotta release the elbow higher. Because when I do it that way, it's force is mass times acceleration, and acceleration is so many feet per second. So each second longer, because you're going higher, gives you more force, more drop. So you don't want to push, so you got to release on the way up, allow gravity settle it over the top and come start you on the drop, and then bring the finger towards you as you dive down into the bottom of the key. So, but get this in flight, and that way you use the momentum of the elbow. 3, 4, and that includes your shoulder. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use the low A flat. So much better. So I hope that gives you a few ideas on how to practice it. It's a beautiful piece, just right even from the beginning. So it's to use every note in the going and know that its length is the right length. By listening back to the note before it, how much tone did you have on it and for how long, and then match it with the next note and lead the line somewhere, the phrase to go somewhere. And then have the layers in the voice, the soprano and the alto, two separate. The tenor is an actual triad, and the bass is a single note. And you need to hear these layers in the piece. So anyway, I hope that gives you some ideas on practicing it. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.